Hi everyone, this is Al Woods from Woods Recruiting. College recruiting is very challenging, and it's even more challenging not only for the players, but think about what the college coaches have to go through. So, if you are a Division I college program, you've got the money. No matter what sport, you've got the dollars. Most of these schools, for example, Ohio State or Michigan in football, they have millions of dollars to recruit. So to send coaches all over the country to recruit, to mail information out, they've got the resources to do that, and they've got the resources to scout all the top players in the country every day. Okay, so their staffs are pretty large. They have deep pockets, deep resources. But if you're on the Division II level, NAIA level, Division III level, junior college level, you don't have those resources. There are more of those schools than there are D1 programs, okay? So generally, those schools don't have the resources. They have, for example, maybe in basketball, maybe the head coach is full-time. The assistants are part-time. They may be instructors, teachers or something like that, and then coach as well. So they're not going to have the deep resources to go out and recruit throughout the country. They're only going to be able to recruit players in their own state that they can get. If they know of players in other states, they're going to get them too, but they're not going to have the resources to reach out to players that are too far away, or they're just not going to have the resources to find out about all the players. Okay, so it's difficult on those levels. Some schools have a pipeline where they do have connections with high school coaches, and they are able to get out but to recruit. But generally, those coaches are spending their own money. And so think about that when you're setting up your own recruiting process, that you have a better chance of getting recruited by more schools on the Division II, NAIA, Division III level than you do at Division I. Now, if you're a Division I top caliber type player, then those schools are going to be coming after you anyway, and you may not need the lower level schools. But if you're just a player who's not being heavily recruited by a D1 program, then you have a greater advantage, I think, at the lower level colleges, because they don't have the resources. So if you're able to get information to those programs consistently over a course of a year to 2 years, you have a greater chance of landing there. But we all know that everybody wants the D1 programs. But look at all your options when it comes to recruiting. D1 programs have millions of dollars. D2s, NAIAs, Division III and junior colleges, they don't, and they only can recruit in their own area. So I hope that was helpful, and we will talk to you soon.